Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And through you to the members, I rise today in support of Consolidated Amendment F. To the gentleman from Quincy, the Speaker of the House, thank you for your continued leadership in this institution. Thank you for your support and demonstrated commitment to advancing housing in our Commonwealth. And thank you to the gentleman from the North End, the Chairman of Ways and Means, and his devoted and hardworking staff for their excellent work on this year's budget. The FY24 budget once again builds upon historic investments this body has made in housing, which is a critical component for individuals and families to lead stable and productive lives in our state. While the COVID pandemic has dominated the focus and actions we have taken in this chamber in recent years, housing remains, as it did before this pandemic, a central issue for all the citizens of the Commonwealth. Critical for young people, those starting families, individuals with disabilities, and our senior population. The investments we are making today through this consolidated amendment and the budget as a whole will continue our firm resolve to assist those individuals and families in Massachusetts who find themselves most at risk for eviction and homelessness. Mr. Speaker, this year's state budget once again makes critical investments in housing and housing support with a strong commitment to helping both renters and homeowners. It provides $173 million in funding for the Massachusetts Rental Voucher Program, MRVP, an increase of $20 million from last year. It funds $180 million for the Residential Assistance for Families in Transition, the RAFT program, an increase of $30 million over the FY23 budget. It provides $110 million for assistance for homeless individuals. Our public housing authorities have provided $102 million for public housing subsidies, a $10 million increase over last session. And finally, this budget extends the essential eviction protections of Chapter 257, a key eviction diversion tool passed in 2021 during the pandemic, which have been so critical in staving off evictions of our most vulnerable citizens across the Commonwealth as they work through our state's housing assistance programs to try to remain housed. Extending Chapter 257 will continue essential legal guardrails and protections, and when coupled with appropriate funding, has proven to be a best practice in assisting our most vulnerable facing eviction and homelessness. The Chapter 257 extension continues a process where those seeking rental assistance are given a fair and full review of their circumstances and eligibility for assistance before facing threat of eviction through a court process. This budget makes clear that this House recognizes the fundamental role that decent, affordable housing plays in the lives of our Commonwealth citizens. Without stable housing, individuals and families are affected in their work lives, education, access to health care, transportation. I am proud of the work we have done here today. This budget continues the strong and historic efforts of last session's state budget, the COVID needs bill, and the economic development bill in making housing one of the highest priorities of this institution. Mr. Speaker, I thank the membership in advance for their support of this important consolidated amendment. Thank you.